We're still using the handheld microphone. I will sort the old one just when I have the effort inside to do it. So, yeah. We're back again on a bizarre day for Scottish football. One of the most bizarre in a long, long time. Do you know what? I actually don't know if I can be bothered watching anymore. It's getting to that point. Can't be bothered speaking about it, let alone watching it. But we're going to try and talk about it anyway. As always, if you haven't, the support has been magic even with me being on holiday, so I thank you all for that. And we're back to normal now, full time, videos every day hopefully. And boy oh boy do we have some way to start the week this week. A full blown meltdown in Scottish football over the past 24 hours. As I said, I don't know if I can be bothered covering it, but we're going to try and give it a good go anyway. Robbie Neilson, clown. That's all I need to say to start the video. You already know where this video is going, but we need to talk about it. We need to kind of cover everything that has unravelled from that game yesterday. Celtic 2, Hearts 0. You'd think that we'd just been handed an illegitimate World Cup win. You know, not just a wee fixture in the group stages. No, the full trophy, everything. The money has been given over and we have been passed over. The grandest prize of them all, with the reaction from some after yesterday's game. Full-blown meltdown. And that greasy bastard Neilson, as always, after every single time we beat them, has come out with every excuse under the sun to try and excuse the loss. Yes, a dominant performance from Celtic yesterday in a 2-0 victory where Hearts didn't even have a sniff. Yet he had an excuse. He blamed the referees. He couldn't take defeat. Surprise, surprise. And do you know what? With Robbie Neilson at this point, you can't be surprised. As I said yesterday, Cilla Black wheel her out because, you know, surprise, surprise. It's not there anymore. I'm not shocked by his post-match comments at all. And we briefly touched on some of the reaction yesterday in the match review video. But boy, oh boy, has it got tenfold since then. Oh, it's delicious viewing. The tears. Drink them in. Let's have a look at some of Robbie Neilson's post-match comments from yesterday. Let's have a listen in first to this first clip.
You know, when you come here, you need strong referees, and you know if you don't get that, then it can be difficult at times. You know.
Speak up, Robbie, you twat! Why is he whispering? Why is he whispering into the microphone? Fucking hell! Nobody's asking you to do karaoke, Robbie, son. Hurry up and speak up.
We made 11 fouls, get 2 red cards, and 5 bookings. Celtic made 12 fouls and they get nothing. You know, so that's the difficulty when you come to Glasgow, that you need, you know. Need that strength, and I don't think we had it today.
So his comments, just to read them aloud, because you might not been able to hear the fucking dumb. He said, we made 11 fouls, got 2 red cards and 5 bookings. Celtic made 12 fouls and got nothing. How does a foul equal a yellow card? When did football become a sport where a foul equals a yellow card? If that was the case, right, if every single foul equaled a card, we wouldn't be playing football. Teams would be disqualified, left, right and centre. Imagine a derby game where every foul was a card. You'd be done 10 minutes in. You'd be lucky if you make it to 10 minutes. So where is Robbie Neilson's philosophy coming from here? One of the yellow cards that was given to Hearts yesterday was for Baldy Boyce taking the ball from Joe Hart and throwing it away for no fucking reason. Of course Hearts are going to get a yellow card for that. In fact, I'm willing to put my money on that he had a bet, his pal had a bet on him to get booked, and that's why he did it. Match fixing. Do you know what? Go and investigate Boyce. That's why he got booked yesterday. But more seriously, Let's cut to the chase here. Yellow cards for Celtic. There was none given for, what was it? How many fouls did we get? Just let me get it right again. 12 fouls and we got nothing, right? You can look back at every single Celtic incident from yesterday's game, and I would play every single one of them on this video, but I don't know if I'd get away with it. All 12 incidents from Celtic yesterday, not one of them would have been a justifiable yellow card. There is one that is slightly on the edge that could maybe be given as a yellow card and maybe understand it being given, but still, in my eyes, and in the eyes of many, wouldn't have been a yellow card, and that was the McGregor one. I think it was around the half-hour mark, right? Aside from that, not one of those 12 fouls was a yellow card. A foul can be anything, you know? And we spoke about this yesterday on the channel. A foul could range from someone giving you a nice wee slap in the back, right? Or it could be first-class, grade A murder. Right there on the field, shotgun to the face. Any of those two things could be a foul, but one is more justifiably a yellow card, isn't it? And he's moaning about getting the red cards. Well, Robbie, you probably got 2 red cards for 2 red card offences. That's usually how it works as well. Now, I know we're in a country where refereeing can be sus at times. It can be a little bit, decisions don't go the way they should. But yesterday, there is absolutely no denying that both of those players, both Sibuk, was it Sibuk? It was Sibuk, and Nicholson, both should have been sent off, both for second yellow card offences. Let's have a look at both of them, shall we? The first one, Robbie Neilson's comments. The ball isn't in an area where it's causing problems. It's not reckless. It's not endangering a player. Sometimes when the crowd roars, you can jump on it. And I think that's potentially what happened today.
Yeah, already on a yellow card. You just can't do this, can you? And why do it in that area of the field? And the same, the second player as well. He'd also had a yellow card earlier on. Right,
okay. He's not in an area where it's causing problems. It's not reckless. It's not endangering a player. Okay, I'll say. He's not endangering a player, right? Absolutely not. He's not exactly broke his leg. Reckless? You could say reckless, but not in an area where it's causing problems. Robbie, if he doesn't pull McGregor to the ground here, he's going to be busting into the final third. He'll be away, man. He'll be away crossing the ball. How can that not be in an endangering area? He's literally about to enter one of the most dangerous positions of the park to get a cross in. How? Were we watching the same game, Robbie? The second yellow, it's a pull on Abada. This was Sibuk's one. He pulls Abada to the ground while he's on the run.
I don't know how you can defend them because, they're on yellow cards. There's no need to do this again. Knocks the bloke over.
Just watch his face here. This is... Oh, no, he says, just there.
What defence do you have for that? Keep in mind that both of these players are already on yellow cards. There is no justification to not book them in this situation and not send them off. Both incidents. They're both stopping players on a dangerous situation on the run. Doesn't matter where it is in the park at this point in the game, remember, because they're already on yellow cards. The whole point of yellow card is you get a warning for this shit. They've been warned. They had their opportunities. Robbie, discipline your players, drill it out of them not to do it, and maybe you won't get 2 red cards in the game because it's so justifiable that they've been given cards, and it would be unjustifiable if they weren't given the cards. It's like saying the guy who got done for 12 accounts of speeding should have been given a life sentence, whereas the guy who got done 7 times for murder shouldn't have. Right, it isn't anything like that at all, but you get what I'm saying. He also took the time to speak to BBC or Radio Scotland, of course, everybody's favourite news station, and he said, until the referee sends off 2 of our players, we're still in the game and in a good position, but once that happens, it makes it very difficult. Robbie, your team didn't register a single shot on target. Not one. I struggle to think of one decent chance against us in the game, Mr. Neilson. So where are you pulling out this scenario where you were in a good position? The fact is we're only 1-0 down, fair enough, it's not a bad position. But to suggest that the 2 guys getting sent off in the last 2 minutes of the game or so was the thing that cost you from rescuing anything at Celtic Park when we were in total domination is complete and utter bullshit. I don't know where these chances were magically going to appear from in the final 2 or 3 minutes of the game. I don't know if Lawrence Shankland was going to summon spells to suddenly give Hearts the points. But the main concern for Robbie Neilson should be his own team. He should be acknowledging the fact his team didn't create one decent chance at Celtic Park. But no. It's excuses. It's we shouldn't have lost the game. It's the referee. If Hearts are serious about challenging the top 2 in Scotland, Celtic and Rangers, there's no point in whinging every time you play them. Sort it out. Create a chance. Score some goals. Listen, Hearts have got more than it takes to beat Celtic. But if you're turning up to Celtic Park and playing like that, there's no point in blaming referees. You've only got yourself to blame. Ultimately, what we've uncovered from Mr. Neilson's weird comments is that the red cards had absolutely nothing to do with the result in yesterday's game. Celtic won the game fair and square. However, it hasn't stopped Twitter from having a field day, has it? No, not at all. Let's have a look at the first tweet. Let's pull this one up. Rangers fan, of course. Celtic, 11 fouls, 0 cards. Hearts, 12 fouls, 7 cards, 2 of them being reds. Can I just repeat once more that fouls have nothing to do with the correlation? No correlation there at all. Fouls and cards just doesn't work like that. Doesn't. Also, the Rangers fans who have all been jumping on this bandwagon, don't know how many of them have seen yesterday's game. I'm willing to presume, if they're not obsessed, remember, very little of them. And also, let's have a look back here a couple of weeks ago. Well, let's go back. Rangers versus Kilmarnock at Ibrox. 2-0 victory for Rangers. Decent enough performance. Up the road with 3 points. No complaints whatsoever. No complaints. Rangers, 13 fouls. 0 cards. Kilmarnock, 17 fouls. 6 cards. Who was the referee, you ask? Oh, you wouldn't believe this, eh? None other than the same referee from yesterday's Celtic and Hearts affair. A Mr. Kevin Clancy. Yes. Same referee. And you wouldn't believe this. Rangers, 0 cards. 13 fouls. More fouls than what Celtic made yesterday, in fact, yes. Also, Kilmarnock made more fouls than what Hearts did, but got less cards. So the logic just doesn't seem to work, does it? The difference is, there was no crying then because Rangers didn't drop points. This all is only this whole conversation on social media right now is only happening because Rangers dropped points on Saturday. That's it. Because they got 2 men sent off against Hibs and dropped points. If Rangers won on Saturday, they wouldn't be given a fucking toss. How many fouls Celtic made yesterday. But everything's under the microscope right now. Everybody's turned into fucking Sherlock Holmes to try and see where the problem is. The thing is, Celtic, Rangers, we both have fan bases which are very fickle, very fucking... Most normal people probably don't give a rat's arse as long as their team is winning, like myself. But to go out your way to try and make this point right here, which your man Loyal KP7 has made, to then have it completely thrown in your face by the fact the exact same thing happened with Rangers less than a month ago, is borderline hilarious. And the best part is, his top reply to his own tweet, is him saying he's going to block everybody who replies or quote tweets. He can't take being wrong. He knows he's fucked it. So let's have a look at a couple other tweets that have been kind of sent in through the Reddit. This is like the first episode of this whole... Remember I said I wanted to do the kind of the worst takes of the weekend series, or like the reaction series through Reddit and stuff. This is kind of what I wanted to do. Let's have a first one here. First one. Here's on the Reddit. Cliff said 3 points gifted to Celtic today by Kevin Clancy. 2 points dropped by Rangers thanks to Willie Collum. There's a reason we're better in Europe. It's not our fault you drop fucking stupid points domestically. Right? And it's no referee's fault either. I'm not even going to get into the red cards against Hibs at the weekend because I do agree that one of them's a bit soft. I don't think that Lundstrom should have been sent off. I will be honest about that one. But to start blaming referees willy-nilly instead of just eating up the fact you've not been that great is you know, Europe has not... Mate, you drew in Europe during the week. Come on. Like... But that's the thing. Up until VAR's in, we're going to be nitpicking at every single fucking decision, aren't we? I cannot be arsed. Every tweet you look at is literally just people complaining about the amount of cards to foul ratio. Fouls don't equal cards. That's how I'm ending the video. That's it. I can't be arsed. Fuck me. And don't get me started on the St Mirren stuff. No. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it. See you all next time.